Welcome to another video from Gradelink websites. In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can standardize the photo size if you have a rotating carousel or a gallery on your page, such as this one. So here we've got a rotating carousel, and there are actually two photos here that are sized differently from the rest, and it's quite apparent as the carousel scrolls through past these. So the first step is to we can enable the visual builder and check on the carousel here. We're also going to want to, in a separate page, open up the media library so we can locate those photos that are being used in the carousel. Really, the only way to make these size is not through the actual carousel settings, but we will need to resize these photos manually and re-upload them into the carousel. So I'll take you through those steps. First of all, we've got this photo right here. We can see the dimensions are 1044 by 586 pixels, and the standard size of photos is 920 by 1080. So if we look at all these other pictures, these are all the same dimensions of 920 by 1080. So the goal is going to be to grab this photo, which is part of the carousel, and modify it. In this case, I'm going to use Photoshop, but you can use any photo editing program to do this. Save the image into, let's say, your downloads. And we're also going to grab the other photo here, which is the other one with dimensions that are not the same, and we're just going to reference the correct dimensions that we want to achieve, 1920 by 1080. I'm going to open up both photos in Photoshop. Actually, I'll start with one and click on open. Here's the first photo, and typically what I want to do is resize this image using image size. So here we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and use the width or the height. So in this case, the height is going to make more sense since we do have to crop it. Resolution, we typically want to do 72. So first set the resolution to 72 pixels per inch, and then we'll go ahead and set the height to 1080. That way we have the maximum size to play with. We'll zoom out a bit so you can see the resolution still looks okay. And from here, we're actually going to use the marquee tool, rectangular marquee, and we can that way manually crop it down to 1920, because right now the total width is 1924. So 1080 by 1920. Actually, in this case, because we're cropping a very small margin, we could also use image and then canvas size. And canvas size setting looks like this, so we can just crop it down to 1920. Okay, and it's at the new canvas size is smaller than the current canvas size, so we're just going to click on proceed. And now we can go ahead and save this photo. So actually I might save a copy and just rename it to Carousel Photo 1. And we could save it as a JPEG. There's no need to save it as a PNG since there's no transparent background. And we click save and save the quality as maximum. So now we have that photo taken care of, so we can actually pop into the carousel in the visual builder, click on module settings, and we're just going to have to locate which slide. It might help if these were labeled. So this one is 2. So we'll have to click through each of these slides and then locate the one that we need to update. If we update the admin label for each of these slides, then we can put in an invisible identifying label, which will help us sort through it. So I'm calling these what's depicted here. So building side 1. This is actually the other one that we'll need to crop down. And here's the one that we edited, so we just need to replace it. We can either click on the settings icon here to open up the media library, or simply click on the image, and that should trigger the media library to pop up as well. From here, we're going to click Upload Files, click on Select Files, and then upload the item, the edited version of our photo, into the library. So now you can see it's 1920 by 1080. Which matches the dimensions of the other photos. Then we can click Upload Image, and now we can see it is the same size. We've got one more photo that we need to edit here, and that is building side 1. This one right here. If we go to the media library and locate it, it should be this one right here. So we'll click Save Image As. We've already saved this effectively, so we'll go ahead and another way that you can edit things in Photoshop is once you have the template size, you can actually place in the embedded photo. So I believe it's this one. Then you can drag it and then simply drag it and to resize and then move it around within the template canvas until you're satisfied with the cropping, and you can then hit return and then save as copy. So now it's, because it was in a pre-cropped canvas size, you've got the exact image size that you want to end up with. So here we're going to go ahead and rename it. So we'll call this building side 2, and again we're going to change this to a JPEG. JPEGs are a little bit more efficient, so the file size isn't quite as large. Click on Save, maximum resolution, swap back over to the website, and here we can actually click into the carousel, click on the image, click Upload Files, click Select Files, upload our edited photo, and click Upload Image in the lower right hand corner. And now we have images are all the same. Fantastic. We may actually need to remove the title, which was automatically populated, so we can remove it from the title slide. Again, the admin label is not what shows up. That's the invisible portion, but if you put something in the title, then it will, or it actually pre-fills from the image metadata, so you can manually remove that. So I believe it should be this one. That one, we removed the title already, so perhaps it's this one. Yes. So we'll remove there, and we now have a nice clean carousel with all the images that are the same size. And once we save the page and publish it, then we can exit Visual Builder, and our carousel is now ready to go. If you have additional questions, please reach out to Gradelink website support.